Good morning, dear students. Hope you are in the best of your health. Today we are going to discuss about flood. What are the precautions to be taken before the occurrence of flood, and what are the measurements, steps, or precautions we are supposed to take during the occurrence of flood, and what may be the steps we should follow after the occurrence of flood. So let us discuss before a flood. Flood actually itself is inundation of the residential areas, agricultural areas, owing to huge accumulation of water due to excessive precipitation or rainfall during the rainy season or any other time. So if you are residing in an area which are very much prone to flood, then you are to take precautionary measurements, and these measurements has to be taken before the occurrence of flood. So what are the measurements to be taken before the occurrence of flood? As the slide indicates, we have to have an emergency kit. So we have to prepare an emergency kit. Keep it in mind, these are the steps to be taken before the actual occurrence of flood. So what may be the items contained in the kit? This must be contained important documents in the sealed bag. The sealed bag must be impermeable so that no water percolates, so that paper may not be damaged. We have to have a torch because the occurrence of flood may occur at any time. During night, we are supposed to have a torch to see the situations, and baby formulas which contains lactogen, cerelac, and other baby items. And because the human beings can survive for many days, but the lactating uh, but the babies can't survive without milk. So the baby formula, the management or the arrangement of the baby formula is very much important. Then study gloves, we have to have a gloves, as we have to we have to support somebody, and in that cases we have to have gloves, as we may not be adequately available their pure water. And portable radios to keep the situation, what is going on, what is the level of water. So we are getting message or information or news through the portable radios. And with extra batteries, special food and medication may be required for infant, elderly, or disabled family members, as there are medicines which may be required by any elder or infant. So these are the medicines are to be prepared in anticipation in advance. Waterproof bags, as the waterproof bags prevent the food articles and medicines and other items from percolation of water. And non-perishable food, spare batteries for the radios, and first aid kit. These are the items we are supposed to have before the occurrence of flood, so that in case of occurrence of flood we take the emergency kit, and we may not suffer anymore. These are also the measurements to be taken before the occurrence of flood. Be prepared to evacuate. Discuss flood management plan. We are supposed to have a flood management plan before the occurrence of flood. Decide where you will meet if separated. There must be a landmark where we are supposed to meet, and the landmark must be an elevated place, as during the emergency situations of flood some people may move towards the east and some towards the west and may move in a random direction. So to get a get together after the occurrence, so we have to decide a particular meeting point. Identify alternative travel routes that are not prone to floods. We have to have an alternative routes so that we may not uh, suffer anymore. Plan what to do with your precious belongings and hazardous materials. We have to have a plan. What are the materials which are very precious? What to do with that? Where to kept? Fill your car's gas tank properly. Steel vent to basement to prevent flooding. If told to leave, do so quickly. If you are told to evacuate by the administration, you are to take the step immediately. Then, what are the precautionary measurements to be taken during the occurrence of flood? First and the most important thing is to be alert. Monitor your surroundings. Use radio, television, webs, etc. to keep yourselves aware about the situation going on around your vicinity. Don't drive unless you have to. If it is not necessary to drive, so avoid driving. Follow recommended routes. We have to follow the recommended routes as guided by the administration. Avoid disaster areas. Your presence might hamper rescue or other emergency operations and put you at risk. It is not necessary that if you are traveling through a route disaster areas, it may not only puts the risk of your health on risk, but you may also hamper the emergencies operation resolving operations put into halt. Simply means you can halt the rescue operation, so you have to avoid traveling disaster prone areas. If water arises around your car or it stalls, leave the vehicle immediately. If you are anywhere in an area and the water level is increasing and it's going to submerge your vehicle, so immediately rush out of the car and save yourself. Vehicles can be served away by less than 2 feet of water. Is the disaster water is having too much power to take away the vehicles or human beings. Get to high ground, climb to stay safety. You are supposed to try to get towards high mountains or high elevated areas. Evacuate immediately if you think that you are at risk or advised to do so. Act quickly, save yourself, not your belongings. If it is the very emergency situation, you have to save yourself, not your belongings. Stay away from the power lines and electrical wires, as same may prove a short circuit and may damage you. Shut off water, gas and electrical services. If you have time, you have to put off the electrical circuits so that the situation may not get worse. Secure offices and home. Lock all the doors and windows. Use minimum vehicles to avoid getting separated and reduce traffic jams. If directed to specific location, go there. If there is an already specified location is already planned before the occurrence of flood, so you have to choose the location during the occurrence of flood. This may be enough for the day. We'll meet in the next lecture. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Best of luck.